All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the April Community Programs Committee meeting. Lori, will you take attendance?
Seth Goldstein, Linda Bryan, Jessica Brennan, Marina Finnan, Beth Greenwood, Supervisor Puccioni. Why do I do this every single time? Yes. Every single time.
Somebody I'll get a name tag.
My apologies. Jason Moskowitz and Julie Lore.
Thank you. I'll take a motion to approve the March 2nd meeting minutes.
Motion. I'll second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Okay, those meeting minutes are approved. And I don't believe we received any public comment.
No.
So we'll move into community programs.
Okay, brings up for update. Spring soccer is running this year from April 24th to May 17th. Registration is currently closed. We're full at grades K and 1 and 4 and 5, but still have some limited openings at 2 and 3. Julie is in desperate need of referees, so if anyone knows of anyone, please have them reach out to her. She's kind of panicking. Tomorrow is our spring hat and bunny parade at 10 o'clock here at Town Hall. We have face painting, coloring stations, balloon art, and of course, pictures with the bunny and a bit of candy. The weather looks beautiful, so I'm hoping everyone will have a nice turnout. Our summer program book was released on Saturday, the 1st. No problems. I'm very excited. There's a wide variety of programs that fits everybody, youth to adult. So I think it's going to be a good summer. Our driving range is slated to open on Saturday, April 29th. Of course, this is weather permitting. If it's at all wet, we have to push it off a week because wouldn't be able to mow. The range is open daily from 9 a.m. and closing hours vary due to certain things like field maintenance, group picks. So that calendar on the website has been updated, so people should check before they go if they have a question about what time it closes. And then leading into the calendar for the parks and the courts have also all been updated and are on our website with all of our events and anything that should take up a park or a court. And as far as the resolutions for this month, starting our big ones, we have soccer referees, driving range staff, and pool managers. And then also we are setting the dates for the end times for the farmers market. Anyone have any questions?
I think we'll also hopefully have a resolution for addendums to the business agreements. Yes.
All set? Okay, so April is off and running. We flipped the inside of it, so it's all spring. All the winter's away. We still have to work on the outside. We're getting there. And the guys were up, so they repaired a lot of the fencing in the parking lot. Yes. And they opened up the stairs again, so it is officially spring. Yeah, so we're happy about that. It's funny because the seniors actually prefer the stairs than having to walk down the sidewalk with the railing, because I don't know, it's just funny, but they feel more balanced and
It's steep.
It
There's
is
the railing there.
It is.
Yeah.
I know.
The one time when I went for mahjong at night and there was some black ice and I thought I would rather be walking down the stairs, and I was really mad that they were closed.
Yes, you're not
I
alone.
did not feel comfortable going down the sidewalk.
It's tricky. It's one that doesn't. It's a tough call to make. But the guys are really good about keeping us really salted. So, and they're very responsive. So that's helpful. What else? Exercise is going strong. We're on for every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And on Mondays, even that's rounded out to be a pretty busy day. So in the morning, we have Maxine back, and she does Qigong at 10, and people love her. So she comes, and then Mary starts. She picks up at 12:30, and she does a chair Pilates. And then at 5:30 at night, Edie comes in and does mahjong, and that's a teaching. So a lot of times she'll have 2 tables or more.
She had 3 last week.
Yeah, and they come in and they teach, and then they play. So it's been received really well. It's getting really popular. And then on the Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have people that they just come on in whenever and put their tables together. And so we usually have 1 or 2 tables on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. What else? We also have our Gentle Flow Yoga, which is still on Wednesdays at 6:30. She's gonna go right through May, and then she may take a break for summer, but we're trying to get confirmation on that, because we'd love her to stay, or we'll probably sub in something else to keep that slot going. It seems to be pretty popular. We have entertainment coming up on the 20th. We have SAS is coming in, and they're gonna do collage as part of the programming day on Thursday. And then on Saturday, they're doing a workshop with silk scarves, and that one does carry a fee. So, that'll be a busy week.
What's the date of that Saturday one? Is it this
Saturday is
Saturday?
the 22nd, April 22nd, yeah. And the one at the center is on Thursday, the 20th. So, what else do we have? Our book group we have The Surgeon's Daughter today. And they're getting ready to do, I should know this, The Lion on Fifth Avenue for May. And Alzheimer's is still doing our first Friday of the month. She's had, we post her phone number as well as the extension, and we invite people to call ahead of time to make appointments, or, we also welcome walk-ins, and then her numbers are up there as well, so. Let's see, we're still doing our blood pressure clinic. We also have Coffee with the Cop. And one of the things, and we are working on a tentative date, even though we had to put our May calendar together and get it out to the papers to meet their deadlines. We are still working on a tentative date for the drivers, which reduces the
Somebody
insurance.
called about that.
Yeah, so we're trying to solidify the date on that.
Got it.
And then also trying to put together some more entertainment for May and in the summer. And Robin's Proctor's trip is scheduled for May 25th. I think she's booked, I think she made her quote on that. So that was really good. So that should be a good day. That's Thursday, May 25th. And that's Ain't Too Proud to Beg, The Temptations at Proctor's Theater. So we are going to ask if we can officially change the membership window from July to June to January to December. It seems to be easier for everybody, and it's just very logical for them. So a lot of times they come in January anyways, or December. So if that's okay with you, we'd like to kind of make that shift.
I think that
Going
sounds like a
forward.
great idea.
Okay, and we don't have to do anything special. We can just start to. All right, so then that's what we'll do. Thank you. We have received 2 checks from CDPHP, which will help to fund our food program and also our exercise program. Jessica, is the one that's helped us with the food for the food program. And the other one is something that we work on annually. Edie has a contact, and they're very pro exercise for obvious reasons. So that was very welcome. Benson's, the pet food store, they're putting us up for April. So anytime, if you patron any of the Bensons around here, you can do the Roundup program at their registers, and then that will go to benefit us. And they've been very sweet. So as was Stewart's, as was Broken In, and then we had a few small out-of-pocket donations. So yeah, so we have some really great people. And I think that's it. Unless I left anything up.
Do a resolution to accept the second check? For the
Exercise
program, we
program.
never did a resolution.
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
done.
Oh, okay.
You know the amount off the top of your head or no?
4.
Even?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Yep, and I can verify that for you too.
We did have a discussion during Public Works this morning
Mhm.
about the trails and the possible addition of those walking trails. And some of the community members who were here, Jennifer Littman, mentioned that you were championing that. And we said,
Yeah, and she explained it, and I was like, why wouldn't we embrace it? Like, it's, sure, we'd be happy to,
and I think we're making progress on
Awesome.
it. So I think it would be a nice addition, and we could do some guided walks with the seniors, and some of those other more adventurous seniors could just go and
Absolutely.
walk it on their own. But I think that would be really nice.
But she mentioned the entrance points being out by the garden or up by the pool, and I think those are very workable and walkable. And we put a nice little sign out there. It'd be something nice to do. Something to look forward to. Oh my God. We've been talking about it for so long. I thought it was over. It's so our blood drive, I apologize. Our blood drive in all seriousness is Monday, April 10th. And it will start, I believe it's 1 to 6. It's on the upper level of the community center or the senior center. So you can just walk right in. They will arrive at between 11 and 11:30 to set up. Robin will be there to receive them. Edie will be there with her downstairs with Mahjong. So she and Jason will coordinate on for the exit strategy, but they're very buttoned up. So yes. Anything else? What else did I forget?
Nothing.
Okay, we got it all. Thank you.
Anything else?
Can I just see your notes? Second, I wanted the title of that book.
Lori, the soccer refs, what qualifications do they need to have? The teenager?
I'll take anybody as a volunteer. And then we always ask them to volunteer for 1 season before we offer them a paid position. And they have to be 14 to get a paid position. But really, it's just a basic, so that they get their working papers. But just, it's always the players. They know all the rules. They usually make great refs.
Spring is
they-
tough because there's a lot of spring sports.
Yeah, they all my kids have spring sports this year. I'm checking them off the list. They just keep reaching out to me. Not able to do it in spring, able to do it in spring. And also having it on a weeknight just makes it kind of hard for some people. But it's, we have a game at 5:30 to 5:40, 5:45 to 6:45, and then a game from 7 to 8. And I've got a bunch of kids who are telling me that they're going to be able to make that 7 o'clock game. And I'm just struggling to find anybody who can be there at 5:45.
What day is it?
Mondays and Wednesdays, just for 4 weeks. It was a total of 8 days.
You're all set for the 7 o'clock game, so.
I'm in pretty good shape for the 7 o'clock games. If the people that are telling me that they're gonna be done and with their sport are gonna be there. It's a long day for these kids and I question them, not to talk them out of it, but I just don't wanna be left high and dry. And they're all like, no, that's fine, my practice is done or whatever, 5:30, and they can go home and eat and I can be there at 7. Okay. All right. I reached out to some kid who volunteered like 3 games, I think. I don't know if it was last spring or last fall. Hodgkins. And I saw him sitting in the library today, and I'm like, you volunteered to referee some soccer games, didn't you? Would you like a paid position? And I'm like, do you have a spring sport? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, well, why don't you talk to your parents about this? Get back to me. I need your name on a list by tomorrow. So I'm hunting them down, but I'm really, there's 3 games. Right now, there's only 3. The first game is kindergarten, first grade, and we've got 6 teams. There's only 3 games, and I don't know that I have 3 referees. I'm gonna have, and I have 20 plus kids on a wait list, and I have enough shirts from teams that we didn't use last fall, so I could actually add 2 more teams. But I can't add them if I can't cover them for referees. So I would love to be able to get kids off the wait list, but I don't know that I can cover 3 games. I'm certainly not going to put myself out there for 4 games. So I'm just normally, registration closed last week. I think I have all my kindergarten coaches, or at least I had 6 teams worth. And I was like, oh, I start putting these teams together, and then they just start piling on the wait list. And then I started looking at the referee situation, and now I'm just like circling, and it's really driving me crazy. So yeah, if anybody knows anybody, I'll take them right off the street.
Okay.
Volunteer, we'll train them, on the job
I was
training.
just thinking there's so many soccer teams.
Yeah, we reached out to John Polson from the soccer club, and he was gonna, because they've been very helpful in the past, super helpful. And I've actually had club soccer coaches who, whose kids have played rec before, and they'll see us on the fields. And last spring, this one guy let his players get out of practice early, as long as they were coming up to my games to ref. So yeah, we do have a really good working relationship in that aspect, but I haven't heard, you know, from the time he said he'd be happy to spread the word, nobody has reached out to me that I didn't already reach out to, so I don't know that I've gotten anybody from them. But,
I can follow up with them and see if they,
well,
Yes, I
yeah,
think
I went down my list from everybody from last spring and everybody from last fall, and we had a ton of volunteers last fall. And they're all doing spring programs. And a bunch of them, the ones who seem to be the most enthusiastic are doing crew. So they know that they're not gonna be off the river in time to be any help to me whatsoever. And they really want to. I have these 3 girls that are dying to get a paid job. They all volunteered last fall. And 2 of them had already told me yes, and I was trying to remember what time I picked my daughter up from practice, but they got back to me and they said they. So, yeah, really struggled this year.
we'll keep spreading the word.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything else?
So, yes, it was the May one. I just wanted
This is
to.
Our next meeting is gonna be,
The, the May book, the line.
Yeah.
all right, our next meeting will be on Thursday, May 4th at 3 p.m. And I will take a motion to adjourn. So a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Okay, see everyone next month.
When does the